Hey Pisces, and welcome to your weekly astrology and human design update. My name is Melody. Thank you so much for being here. And this video is for Pisces rising. If you don't know your rising sign, you can always ask me. That's what I do here. That's what I offer on the internet. Or you can go to astro.com, put in your birth information such as your date, time, and place, and then you can look at your first house, and the sign that rules your first house is your rising sign. This video is for the week of April 14th through the 20th. We're going to talk about your astrology, your human design, and then we're going to pull some cards at the end to give you an even clearer, more insightful look at your week ahead. So, Pisces, let's jump right into your astrology. Now, there's not much happening astrologically. There's only two transits we're going to talk about, and they're both affecting your Taurus third house of communication and siblings. The first transit is happening on the 19th. That's when the sun is entering Taurus. When we talk about the sun, we're talking about a spotlight in this area of life for you. This is going to be very beneficial for you because the sun is good, right? It's going to shine a light here for the next 4 weeks or so. So the sun is going to spotlight communication for you. It's going to spotlight your relationship with your siblings if you have siblings. And be aware, because communication is involved. That means Mercury is involved. Mercury is still currently in retrograde until the 25th. So be very careful with your words, but you will have this chance to revisit any lessons in this area of life that you may need to revisit with communication. The very next day, on the 20th, that is when we have a very rare conjunction that we haven't seen since 1941. This conjunction is Uranus and Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. Again, your third house of communication and siblings. So know that this is going to be very beneficial. If you don't know what a conjunction is when two planets get really close to each other and they start to intertangle their energies and they start to get closer. And on the 20th, that is when these two planets are going to be exact or be directly on top of one another in the night sky. This is when these two planets' energies are at its precipice, at the peak. And now we are going to feel these energies until these planets move far enough away from each other so that they're no longer energetically connected to one another. When we talk about Uranus, we're talking about innovation. We're talking about societal structures and norms, and we're talking about sometimes chaos. And we also have Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. It has the biggest energy. It is known as the benevolent planet. It brings good luck and fortune, and it's also very expansive energy. So understand that, again, this is happening in your house of communication. You could have innovative conversations, whether that is online to a community or it is with your neighbor, your friend, your family member. You are going to have very innovative communications. So understand that you are going to bring in this innovation. And if you hold on to anything that is not serving society and you try to hold on to that very tightly, that is when the chaos part of Uranus really comes through. But to be innovative, you have to let go of these things that are not serving, that are not working, so that you can bring this innovation forth. And remember, Jupiter is at play, so it is going to be really beneficial for you to let go of what you need to let go of so that you can bring this positive innovation forward. That is it for the astrology. There's not much going on here. We are going to jump right into human design and give you the theme to expect for this week using the sun transit and the earth transit. The sun is a spotlight. It also can be your personality in human design. So you might have a little bit of this type of personality going on this week. You just be like, oh, I didn't know I had that in me. And the earth is about balance, how to balance out that energy of the sun. So we're going to talk about the sun transiting gate 3, the gate of ordering. This gate is located in the sacral center, and it does control over ovaries and testes. Ordering brings change. It brings change. It can be hard in the beginning because it's all over. It's like a little chaotic. It's like, oh, why is everything everywhere? Like, we got to get some order to it. Once you start the process, you are going to bring that order in and it's going to flow a lot better. But there will be some sort of difficulty or some sort of like butting heads in the beginning of this change, because that's what it's ushering through, is change. Mutation is what the jargon is for human design. It just means change or mutation. mutating, you're changing. So there's a change going on. It's innovative change that is going to benefit the collective. Now, to balance out this energy, the Earth is moving into gate 50, the gate of values. Gate 50 is found in the splenic center, and it rules over your spleen and lymphatic system. This is a gate of structures, of rules, regulations, laws. So this order that we are putting together from gate 3, we are going to add to its structure. Laws, rules, regulations, all of that. So know that this is all going to balance out that order that you already are putting into place because of the sun transit. The gate 50 is also a love gate. So we're going to want to try to prove our value when it comes to love. You don't have to prove a damn thing. So you may be barking up the wrong tree because you feel like you have to prove. You got value in your love, and if other people don't see it, that's a them problem, not a you problem, okay? So if you have coloration in your sacral center, your gut, you're going to have an easier time in weeding out the people that are trying to use you, abuse you, hang you out to dry, walk all over you, take advantage of you, all of that. You're going to have an easier time to be like, no, something's not right here, I'm going to leave. If you have an open or undefined, not colored in, sacral center, you may have to recognize when that is happening to you. You have to be more vigilant. It's not just going to be like, oh, I think somebody is like, you're not going to be like, oh, this doesn't feel right. You're going to be like, I really want them to know how much I care about them. I want them to know that I value them. But you have to recognize when it's being reciprocated and when it is not being reciprocated. If it's not being reciprocated, it's not worth it. Just not worth it. Alrighty, Pisces, that concludes your update with astrology and human design. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Go, cut that deck. Ooh, she's come out so much in everyone's reading. The Empress, value, worth. She knows her worth. She has confidence. She knows what she brings to the table. She's not afraid to be authentically her because she knows that she is a motherfucking queen and that what she has to say matters. So again, this is affecting your house of communication. So what you have to say does matter. We have the Queen of Swords. She is an Aquarius, a Libra, a Gemini, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you if you have a sun or a moon sign in Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or this could be somebody else who's wanting to help you transform, help you elevate yourself, be truthful to you, give you all the hard truths you may need to hear, be transparent with you. She is a good listener. She's a good communicator. She's a good judge of character. So understand that if somebody is showing you that they're not worth your time or effort, they don't have to be in your life. It doesn't matter who it is. As long as there is reciprocal respect for one another, you're going to be just fine. And take these truths and see what you can do with them. See what you can improve upon, if anything at all. Okay? But transformation is in the air when we talk about the Queen of Swords. Now, the next card you have is my favorite card in tarot. It is the Death card. Death and rebirth. Letting go of the things that are no longer serving us so that we can bring in what belongs to us. We have the Sun, which is the most perceived positive symbol that you can get in tarot, in between the two towers. So there's some things that need to fall away or die so that you can bring in the things that are meant for you, the things that are transforming you. This is a Scorpio card, and this is a card of wisdom with saying, this got to go. I can't do it anymore so that I can make room for what belongs to me and what's coming in for me. So allow these truths that you're hearing to be transformative for you. This transformation is going to be super, super, super beneficial. Remember, life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you, because the next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. This is the biggest pentacle in the deck, period. There's so much growth. There's so much abundance here. This could be a new line of income. This could be a new job, a raise, a promotion. This could be a side gig. This could be your hobbies making you money. This is new income coming in for you, okay? So allow this transformation. Hear the truths that you need to hear. Allow them to transform you so that you can bring in this new beginning. Will it be hard? Yeah, I mean, did we not just hear about the gate of ordering? It's going to be hard in the beginning, and it's going to bring forth things that you probably need to heal and understand about. So know that the Nine of Wands is a card of like, where did these 8 wands behind me come from? They just came out of the blue. I have to be on guard. I have to be on my best behavior. I don't want you you to control too much, okay? And be very careful with your communication. The last card we have is the Five of Pentacles. So if we're not careful with our communication, we might be, biting ourselves in the butt here, making us feel out in the cold and desolate. So be very careful. This is going to be a beneficial communication that you need to have. It's going to be transformative. It's going to bring in new income, but really be careful with what you say and the words that you use. All right, Pisces. Well, that was your weekly astrology and human design update. I do hope this gives you some clarity or insight, and I will see you next week. Bye, Pisces.